Planning
is being recorded.
Was it planning or was it David telling us all of his fears? I'm not
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of both. But welcome to the campaign / possible season finale of
Possible
the
ending of.
possible ending of the Curse of Strahd campaign.
I've never experienced a TPK before, so hey.
First time for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not my first time, but hey, you know, I'm willing to see this will be another one.
Isn't it great that we could spend all this time building this character just to give Johnny the chance to lose his TPK virginity?
It's mine too.
Yeah.
Oh, we got two of them. Okay.
2 virgies.
Yeah. I've been the cause of a TPK on accident.
You've done an accidental TPK? Wait a minute. How is
And
that
tonight
possible?
will be on purpose.
I was playing Lost Mines, and my level 1 warlock, decided to cast Prestidigitation of sparks around the red brands.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you were first level in fighting the red brand?
We weren't fighting them. Basically, she got bored and wandered off and wandered into the bar that the red brands were in.
Oh, that would do it.
And they were rude.
So, of course, that contradicts the basic rule of splitting the party.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she was like a 15-year-old who, you know, knew everything. And her guardian just let her wander off.
Okay, so I think the best strategy is for me to go in and talk to this guy and see if there's any additional information and try and suss out whether or not he remembers all of his spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is, you know what? The other thing we haven't thought of, there are other people in this place. I wonder if any of them would be obliged to help us, maybe? I don't know. Anybody?
Flame skulls?
No, the flame skulls are well, at least the 6 original ones are dead.
Yep.
See, now, my speculation is that anything else here is not going to be working for us, but that may not be true. It's possible that somebody here isn't going to be against us.
Is there anyone you might want to have a little quick chat with?
You mean like Strahd? How do we? Is there? You know what? I'm going to walk out the front door and look for some ravens.
There aren't any.
Damn.
Oh, is my bread going to come in handy?
Yeah. Why don't you throw it at the Lich and see how far that gets you?
No, if you were trying to attract birds, that's the way to do it.
There's no birds out there.
Yeah, because there's no bread out there.
Do you want to try throwing bread out there?
You're right, Xander. Why don't you go out there and see? Sorry, I should do this in character. You're right, Xander. Why don't you go out there and try to feed all the birds?
Well, if you're going to be like that, maybe I won't.
Okay. Then maybe you'd like to help us see if... I don't know. There was that other creature that seemed to be made of, what was it, amber or something over there?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go talk to him and see if he knows anything?
What thought are we talking to this amber person about?
I don't know. Maybe he's not happy with the situation and might want to help. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws.
Well, I'd say we we are facing an enemy that may be powerful, but I think if we face it together, we may be a little bit stronger than you might presume things may turn out to be. So we can give it a try. I say more help is better, but I say if we cannot make this work, then we go and we fight and we end this once and for all.
I'm with Isabel. I believe in us.
I believe in a lot of things, us included, but let's just try and play smart.
If we are just going to go in there, my best strategy right now is to silence him, plus Grave Point, pop Graveborn right behind him, and try and fight it out.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
This amber, that's a type of rock that can be used to keep things enclosed.
No, it's just a stone made out of petrified sap.
Right. But I was just wondering if I could shape this amber into something. Could that encase someone in amber?
Do you have the capability of molding earth or something?
Let me look real quick. Sorry. Let's see the shape.
Graveborn, do you have any ideas on how to take on this Lich?
No, it's the first I've faced that I recall.
Stone shape. Is stone shape something that you would be interested in?
Stone shape, if he were to sit still long enough, might be helpful. Yeah, why don't we go talk to that amber creature and find out who he is and what he's here for?
And if he turns out to be unfriendly, we'll end up facing the Lich at not full power.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Did you rather just go and face the Lich now?
At least we know what we're facing.
Yes.
Did you want me to go in and try and talk to them to find out if he is at full capabilities?
Well, if I had to presume based on previous experience, these floating skulls of flame were only going after us because of who was controlling it. And I would think these ember creatures are probably controlled by who was controlling the stone skulls that were flying around, or the flame skulls. So they may be still activated to attack us, just like the flame skulls did earlier.
Okay. So you want to go and try and take on Strahd now? Or sorry, the Lich now.
Yes, I think if we try, it could be a bigger risk, and then risk us not being at full strength because we had to fight another creature.
Would you like to start off the day, Lockhart, by casting aid on us?
Yes. Just a moment. I'm just looking through my spells to check to see if there's anything else I wanted to manage, since this is the time.
Yeah,
Technically, the time ended 10 minutes ago.
It sure did.
Yeah, I just need to know whether we're going straight in or whether you're going to talk. Because
I think I should try talking to him. I mean, quite honestly, if he hits me with the spell, if he gets upset and just hits me with the spell, then at least it's a one less amount of spells that he can throw at you.
Well, I would think because he only said he would do anything if we attacked him. We don't have to attack him outright. We can do some things to help us before we make our first move. So if you wanted to prepare your spell of protection, I mean, I do not see why that cannot happen. And I think
that is kind of
I
my
could do
entire
something.
bread and butter. So
Yeah.
if we're wanting to get boosts, that's kind of my whole thing.
hey, we can let Xander talk to him. He'll probably kill himself.
That might be our best chance.
So, if I can go back to asking about Stone Shape, would he just let us pile a bunch of amber around him?
What would that do?
I think that would be qualified as you know what is directly under him, and we're standing near there. So if I measure it out, isn't that this room here?
What are you measuring out?
I just want to. What if we stone shaped the stone underneath of him and he fell down here? What room would he be in? And would it be strategically better for us?
Is there any way for us to? Is there any way for us to know that without doing it?
Yeah, we would. I mean, we're perfectly full of.
No. I'm saying like you're asking a question that we wouldn't have the answer to before doing it.
Are you asking if we have the blueprints to this place?
So like if you want to do it, like you said, what room would he fall into? We wouldn't know unless we did it.
No, because we know. First off, we'd want to do it from underneath of it.
Yeah, we have gone underneath that area.
Well, here's the thing. We
Maybe.
know where this room is, but we need to find where this room is on the bottom level. So if we look on the bottom level again.
Yeah, we're good to explore.
First off, here's the problem. We've been in this room. There's no exit. He's like over here.
Unfortunately, I can't see this room.
Okay, so there are these ghost things in here. I don't know what they are. One of you talked to them, right?
Right.
Okay, so what's over this way? Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. It's the Nothics.
Oh. Oops.
Hey, Lucian should remember. He's the one with perfect memory.
Actually, yeah, she wouldn't let me take perfect memory.
No, if I remember correctly, I said that you could take it, but you have to be the one to memorize everything.
I know, but that's not the fun. Okay, so it looks like the room of the Nothics is where he would fall down if we were to open up underneath of him.
Are we friendly with the Nothics at this moment, or are they a threat?
They're not aggressive. From when I went over there and you went there with us, they just like to take your greatest, darkest secrets. So you have to provide your greatest, darkest secrets.
Maybe they could take all of the Lich's secrets.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on.
The Lich works for Vecna just like they do, so probably not.
Probably not, but you know what? Since he's already failed and he's admitted it, why don't you ask the Nothics if they would like to go up to his room and pick his brain clean?
Yeah. Who's asking?
I would expect Isabel would, since Isabel has a relationship with these things.
Yep. Think of
Now,
a few
here's
more
the
things you
question.
want to release
We-
before going over there.
When you gave
Well,
them secrets, do you remember them?
yes. Well, yes, I do. Because I still remember my secrets that I gave them earlier. But I would have to more than likely use one of my spells to help me speak with them without it affecting me as well. Because I have a spell that can help me against their abilities to remove my secrets from my mind.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I don't know. Do you think this is an idea that might go somewhere? And the secondary part of that is, if we open the floor up underneath of him, what do you feel would happen? We would have to get a look at that room to know even where he would land, because it seems to be through the Nothic room is where we would go.
Well, I mean, if we're just talking an off character, if we're talking about this passageway, this looks like the exact same passageway we went on above it. And yeah, technically, if it makes sense, that path should lead over to the same area we were earlier with the, what is it? The ghosts that were eating dinner with the endless amount of wine, I think. So if we're thinking about it like place-wise, I don't think actually that would be right under where it is. I think it's a little bit further up. And unfortunately, I think that room that's kind of under the broken area there next to the statue, I don't think that that reaches all the way to the Lich. I don't think there's anything that reaches the Lich under him that we could get to from the first floor, I think.
Oh, that's too bad. Used up a perfectly good 20.
On 2d8 plus 4, which is recharging the staff of power, which from the long rest, which means I'm at full.
Well, that's good. Hmm.
So as Isabel, well, here's the thing. I think we can try these tricks and hopefully it works. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, we need to face this thing regardless if we make it fall through a hole or face it head on. It's gonna be the same result. We fight until we win, or maybe not, but we need to do something.
Well, so I vote that we try and get the Nothics to go and feed on the Lich. Perhaps that'll do something to aid us. But
well, are you willing to use one of your spells to protect you? Because that is the only way.
I'm actually willing to give secrets to attract them. Because I'm imagining that their hunger for secrets outweighs their loyalty.
Yeah, but them learning his secrets isn't going to weaken him at all.
It is not. Yes, that is a good point.
Unless his secret is a weakness.
I don't think Isabel is any weaker than she was before, and she gave up a lot.
No, I mean, like, unless his secret is like that he is weak to something.
Well, I can figure that out without the Nothics.
Yes,
So.
it is possible. Oh, you know what? That is something you should go in there and figure that out when we go in to talk, because that would help us.
Why do you think I've been mentioning that we could also go and prep before we go into fight? I say we don't have to hit it outright until we are ready.
Oh,
I
no.
don't have to do this when we're fighting. I can do this before.
Right. Why don't we go in for another talk, just Jezebel and I, and while we're there, you can look at him and figure out his weaknesses and such. Here is something about the Nothics that may or may not take place. they might piss him off enough that he expends spells to destroy it.
Maybe.
That is a possibility, but he seems like a very mild-mannered type.
Mhm.
It doesn't seem like the attack unless he's attacked first kind of.
Right.
Lich.
Why don't you and I go have a quick talk with him and you examine him for weaknesses?
Ask him if he
The-
thinks
the-
Nothics are annoying.
Well,
the longest
I
5 minutes
pretty
in the
much.
world.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
here's the other
What-
thing.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that these Nothics may not do anything to affect affect this Lich in any way because they serve the same master.
Okay.
They all serve Vecna.
Okay, I have a real
very much
question.
doubt that these Nothics will actually do anything at all other than remove maybe secrets, but that won't even probably bother the Lich because they all serve the same master.
I do have a real question.
Okay.
So let's say that realistically we win in some case. What do we do next? Do we have to bring the Lich out to the stone amber golem or whatever?
No. If we defeat him, and keep in mind we are going to start by destroying his phylactery, and then we're going to fight him. And at that point, in theory, the curse will start unraveling. It will end once somebody takes the throne, which would take time.
Okay.
Yes.
So can we destroy the phylactery outside of the room?
Yes.
That
But
is
we
the plan, yes.
probably don't want to do that until we're ready to engage with him, which is why I think Isabel and I should go in and have a talk with him again very briefly.
Okay.
Maybe
Go.
has the weakness.
Well,
Friendly reminder that before you guys go in and potentially anger him and start a fight, I also am a spellcaster who can do buffs at your request.
okay.
Silence. Got it. Okay, go on.
It's under.
Well,
it
no,
is appreciated.
well,
Sam,
that's one
we-
thing. The trick is that yes, you're going to help us when it comes to combat. Our problem is surviving long enough to get to combat. As I
Well,
said,
that's what I'm saying. Is
first
that at any
round, first
point-
thing that happens, Greatborn turns against us. Then it starts getting worse.
Fun
with-
assumptions.
Yeah,
Huh?
you seem to lean onto that. I mean, yeah, he's fell victim to it before, but I mean, I think a lot of us have in some capacity.
No. But let's get back to the fact that I know what spells he has. I know what he's going to what he will be leaning on. And it would be silly of him, looking at the composition of our party with an intelligence that he has, of not taking over a person who is perhaps the strongest of us.
Hey, Lucian,
Yes.
are you saying all of this in character?
Why?
Just give me a history check.
I guess there's something I don't remember. And not with that roll.
So with that 13, you remember he didn't even really remember his name. There's a lot about himself that he didn't remember.
Maybe he doesn't remember his full spell book. That's what I wanted to go up and talk to him about.
Okay.
I think we should.
Well, here's the thing. I think
Unless
we approach this with obviously no ill intent, with you continuously speaking with him. As you speak, I can figure out what may or may not be useful for us about him. Then we prepare ourselves, get ourselves ready, make your protection or something, have Xander help us out with his abilities to improve us in our attacks, and then destroy that thing, and then we attack him. So I think we can go about it with that plan, but I think we should start moving, because the more talk, the less we're going to be able to move forward with the plan of removing this curse.
I stand still for no team.
And as someone with experience with it, I would suggest limiting the talk about his capabilities. You never know what might spark a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Or a realization that we're going to kill him.
He seems convinced of that.
Well, Lucian, if you want to go, let's go. And I walk over
Okay.
and I go
Well,
towards the
I'm
way
not
to
sure
get
he-
to the Lich.
I'm not sure he is. The last you talked to him, you asked if what he would do if we were to do that, but we never explicitly said we're going to kill you.
He gave us his phylactery so that we could kill him.
He said that anyway, go on.
So,
Okay, so are all of us in this room?
That's where we left off. You can move to wherever you guys want to be.
I say I enter the room because I feel like we would have gone from this direction.
Okay.
I'll say I came into the room this way. And I'm gonna observe him for now, and I'll do my hunter sense on him. To just check him out. Well, I guess if Lucian's joining me, he's probably talking with him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go sit down next to him and say hello again. How have you been?
Okay, real quick. Victoria, Lockhart, where are you all staying during this?
By the door.
And where's Xander? Oh, he's on the other side over there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm over there.
Okay. All right. So he goes, "Do I know you?"
Yes, we've been discussing things before. You and I have we've had a short relationship where we've collaborated.
Interesting. How can I help?
Well, you and I were going to discuss spells for a while. And you were talking about some of the most amusing usage of some of your more powerful spells.
Powerful spells?
Mm-hmm. You know, fireballs, that sort of stuff.
Oh. I would have to check my spell book.
Oh, but don't you remember from the past? This is stories about the past.
Lockhart whispers to Lucian, "Less talking."
I know a few, but not many. I would need my spell book.
Well, at that point, I walk up to Lucian. Lucian, I think I have what I need. We can move this direction, and I move over towards this entrance over here.
Okay. And I go ahead and walk out. I say, bye, I'll be back soon.
Goodbye.
Lockhart steps out of the room.
Okay. So after figuring it out, I mentioned it
He
seems
doesn't remember his spells.
exactly. I think it was best that we not remind him of any of his powerful spells if he doesn't remember. But I do know this from my assessment of him. He seems to have some resistance against cold and lightning and necrotic types of attacks. But he does have immunities to things as well. He cannot be poisoned, nor bludgeoned, pierced, or slashed with non-magical things. So if we are to do these things, it must all be magical with those things.
Radiant is perhaps the best thing.
Yes. And then he has immunities to being charmed, exhausted, frightened. Doesn't seem like he could be paralyzed or poisoned either. He is undead, so if we have any things that could help with those things, obviously that would be the best. So I have a couple of ways I could do that. I have a couple of spells. I can also summon one of my creatures if we wanted a distraction, but I think I'll summon two for now, and then bring those in while you can bring up your protection as we discussed, Lucian. And then if you wanted to do something, Xander, with your abilities to help us, we could use that right at the beginning before we destroy the phylactery.
I'm going to cast Aid, if that's helpful at all.
If you upcast it at 3rd level, it's very helpful.
Okay.
So
So-
yes, that would be helpful for sure. How long does that last?
It's all day, and it's basically it adds to it. It stacks with temporary. It adds to your minimum hit points for the day by a total of 10, and it's 3 of us.
Right.
So it's
And
up
so-
to you if you want to do a 2nd, 3rd level spell slot to make sure that we all have 10 extra hit points.
Right. How long does it last though? The aid.
It's all day. It's basically 8 hours.
Okay, perfect. So and then it would make sense for myself and Vittori to come in to attack, and you guys come from behind. As I have the Sun Sword may do a decent amount of damage.
Here's the trick. Do either of you need to speak to cause damage?
I do not. Not at all.
So
So-
you'd like me to do a second aid, so all of us are covered?
Yes, I believe that would be a good idea.
What say the rest of the group?
I
Um,
like
It could be useful, yes, to have all of us with aid. Makes sense.
Okay.
So all of us have 10 current and extra current and max hit points for the day, basically.
Did you, by the way, Sean, did you do the long rest? Because we
I
did
did.
have a long rest. Like, did you reset everything to be from the beginning?
Yes, I did.
Okay, just making sure.
Also, I can give everybody an extra 5 HP with my heroism, but I only get a minute on that, so I'm going to need to wait until immediately before the battle or in the battle, and it's a touch spell, so I'm going to need us to huddle up, which is obviously not ideal, but
Well,
that's
for
just,
for the sake of what we're doing, any help is necessary. So, so all right. So I have aid. So what does that do to me? Like, what do I do to change anything?
Okay, on D&D Beyond, click on your hit points, and down at the bottom where it says override maximum hit points, set that to 10 above where your current hit points are.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I got it.
Okay, so I was thinking of summoning George to help, and if
Do what I want.
we want to change our strategies and get behind a wall that will keep 5th level spells from crossing across the barrier, I can set that up, but
Well, that would be.
It's sounding more and more to me like we're better off just fighting him.
Probably. I mean, if you wanted to put a space, you could always do that room that leads to the library.
I'm also going to cast 2 slots of Goodberry, so everybody should have plenty of extra HP just in case.
Okay.
I would. I still think our best bet, if you and Gravebarn can both fight well in a silenced area, And if Xander and I can cast spells from outside of that silenced area, I believe that having Lockhart put silence on Lich would be advantageous.
Right. Yes, it makes sense.
Can I ask one more
say,
thing?
Go ahead.
I would say
He said that he needs to see his spell book.
Yep.
Do we currently have that?
I have that spell book.
Yes.
And if
in
we
my bag of
destroy it,
holding. No, we're not destroying his spell book.
okay. But if it was destroyed or not in his possession, does he have lesser spells?
Yes. Well, it depends. Here's the trick. He may not have memorized his spells today. He may have forgotten.
Xander, do you have anything to make people forget things?
He's already forgotten as much as he can.
I might actually.
Okay, double check it, but I think he's forgotten almost everything.
What do you think, Vittori?
I think we're going to talk about it all night and still end up finishing on the 25th.
You're right.
Because an hour's almost gone.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta rock and roll.
No, I don't think I have anything, unfortunately, for making people forget stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a 20-foot radius on silence. Put it at his feet. We go in there. Lucian and Xander stay back. Lockhart, you should probably stay back and try and heal. Remember, anything in that area you cannot do with verbal component. The other two, Yazabel and Victori, go in there and beat the living crap out of them.
And here's what I'll do right now. I'm gonna just take out two animals out of my bag right now, real quick.
Okay. Can I ready silence?
You can. What you do is you cast it, you hold it just a second or two beforehand, and then when we open the door, you do it. Here's the thing. Technically, Isabel and Victori can get right up next to him, talk to him. Then when the silence hit, pull out your weapons and hit him. He's not going to get aggressive until that happens.
Okay, let's try this out. Let's go.
Okay, Xander, any buffs you want to put on it?
So yeah, my heroism, it's touch only, and it's for a minute only. So it's going to need to be like just immediately beforehand. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring up.
I got, because I was rolling for the rust bag first. So I'll do the brown bear. I got a brown bear and I think it was a badger or something. So as my first two animals. So pull that out here.
So Lockhart, how many spell slots have you used on Goodberry?
I was just trying to look at it, and I've used 2 slots on it.
Okay, so you've used 4 of your spell slots already.
Yep.
Yeah.
David, do you need me to drop George?
Sure. I'm bringing the 4th level version of him, which should be a little bit more powerful.
Yeah. There
So
he is.
if you have that.
Yep.
Okay.
We have like the level 1 and the level 4 version.
Yeah.
One more thing. Let's try and keep each turn as brief as possible to save on time.
Okay. Sounds good. I think we're good. Isabel said, well, I think the plan is set. We can give it a go. I think one of the immediate actions before like we attack that I can do is Hail of Thorns. I can shoot at him before I come up to attack. So as my bonus action, I could do that, but just shoot at him. Hopefully it hits, and then cast Hail of Thorns as my bonus, and then
And then your pets will react accordingly and cast GTFO.
Well, I don't know. Brown bear, those are pretty aggressive, by the way, just from experience, or at least knowing from where I'm at. And also a badger, I don't think they're very like easily scared off, right? I think those are pretty aggressive too.
Honey badger doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty aggressive from what I've heard. So.
Oh, all right. How about we get started on this?
Quick question for the DM. If there's a touch spell, I don't need to be stopped when I cast it, do I? I can move, touch, move, touch, move, touch.
Well, you could still only cast like once per turn.
Well,
But
unless it's at a higher level that allows me to touch more than once.
Yes.
But
Correct.
you will allow me to. I don't have to do it all in one thing. I can move, cast, move, cast, move, cast.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you.
But just understand that means the enemies can do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you thinking of doing with that? That's
Heroism?
is heroism concentrate?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You can only do one at a time.
Right, but if I cast it at a higher level, I can
Oh,
cast it on more than one people. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you can. If you do it at a higher level, you can touch several people at once.
Right, I knew that, but I thought that I would have to have you guys surrounding me to cast it all at one time. But I was asking if I'm allowed to cast part of my spell, move, cast another part, move, cast another part, move to catch all of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has 4 good berries. Let's try and get this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Don't
George
you
is
need
ready.
to break the phylactery first?
Yeah, we
Else
need
attacking him is going to be pointless.
I put the phylactery on the ground and step back, and I say, I'd use radiant damage.
Wait a second. So because I'm trying to find it right here. So I had my animals get into position, and I can come back. But are you planning? Were you saying from this room right here? Were you talking about this room over here, where the one that leads to the library to do your like protection?
Whose protection?
You were saying that you were going to do something to provide protection in one of the rooms that goes around the corner.
Oh, I would set up a protection actually more or less in there, and it would prevent spells from going through that past that line. But
Okay.
right now I'm concentrating on George, so I'd rather have George there for now, and then if we need protection against the spells, if something fails here, if the silence doesn't go off or you two start getting killed.
So you're saying you're doing it right here or right here?
I will put it up in there if needed, and basically I'll let you know where the area is, and we just got to keep him out of it.
Okay, but all right, the location you have it.
It doesn't do any good to have it in another room. He most likely isn't going to cast in the other room. What I would do is set it up like in this corner here.
Corner. Okay, that's what I wanted to confirm. Sounds good. Well, then I guess we can keep going now at this point.
Okay, so I've got
Before
George with the fear option.
As I leave the room, Sarah-Lynn, I do my Slayer's Prey on him, or I have my Slayer's Prey on him now.
Okay.
Did anyone destroy the phylactery?
Not yet.
We're going to right now.
I have it on the ground. Go ahead.
Well, I take out the sun sword and I say, well, I think we can try with this and see if that works. So I'll go up to it, and where is it exactly? Is it like right here?
It's right in the middle of us.
Right in the middle of us? Okay. And then I go up and then swing down to try and hit it.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Wait, am I going to roll 2 attack or roll just the attack dice? Actually, now that you
roll 2 attack.
Okay. What was that? So 16.
Okay, let me just double check. Like trying to pull that up. Okay, you said 16?
Yep.
That misses.
We'll give it another try. Something. Oh, do you want to step on it?
I would stick to radiant damage. Since I don't have any, I can try a firebolt against it if you like.
Or Isabel can just swing till she hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Wait, what? Did nothing happen? Or are we
Well, you
waiting?
didn't. You missed.
You missed.
Oh, I missed? Oh, I didn't even hear that part. Okay. I guess, yeah, I'll swing again until I get it.
Whack-a-mole. Keep going.
The 10 misses.
Whack-a-mole.
Aren't we
Go.
glad
Are
we
these
didn't
missing
roll
it, or
bad
is it
rolls?
just like the AC is so high that there's no damage being done to it?
Like, yeah. What is happening?
That's it.
Is he just missing the? Is he just?
Am I like
Like, not
glancing
hitting
off
you?
it, or is it just it's hitting but nothing? There's nothing.
You're glancing off of it, but you're not doing any damage. That 22 hits.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
And then the D8 real quick. Because this thing is it undead or am I head in the chest?
The phylactery isn't undead.
Okay, so then never mind. It doesn't do. It's not gonna do any radiant damage then, right? Because
Right.
the sun sword only does to undead radiant damage.
But you've
Are
done
you-
some damage.
I thought the sun sword does radiant to everything.
I'm gonna add.
Oh, it says
bless.
against undead targets.
Okay, bless to Isabel and to Graveborn and myself.
That's not what I was
Okay.
trying to do, by the way. But it did it, I guess.
Yeah, just out of character, remember you're going to have the option of putting either bless or silence up.
Well, that isn't bless a
Concentration?
cantrip?
It's
No, bless is
concentration.
concentration, and silence will be concentration.
Well, okay, just so you can hit the phylactery.
That's fine. That's just another spell slot. All right. So
Wait,
you said
is that first level or is it a cantrip?
it's
'cause
a
if it's
first
not
level
first
spell.
level.
Okay, never mind. That meant was it guidance I was trying to do?
That won't help an attack roll.
Never mind.
Okay. So was that 21 your next hit?
Think so. Yeah.
Okay. So that hits.
Okay.
It's starting to look kind of cracked.
Keep hitting it. Keep hitting it.
That 13 misses.
Okay. Trying.
Smack it.
That 15 misses.
Isabel,
Okay,
this is
we'll
kind of
try.
embarrassing.
To be like, well, this box, phylactery, whatever you call it, is pretty sturdy.
I mean, it does
Yeah.
contain the soul of a lich. That 21 does hit.
Okay.
All right.
And all of your damage with that weapon is radiant.
Okay, yeah, I see it. The damage type is radiant. I see it.
So with that, you hit it and it just smashes. And then you hear this cacophony of just pain and rage screams coming from all throughout the temple.
Mm.
That did something.
I don't think he's going to want to talk now.
Okay.
You can still go try.
Hmm.
Well, it looks like we.
Okay. I did it last time. This time, 1, 2, 3, not it.
Okay. Well, I think we should start to go towards the Lich and fight if we can.
Okay. I enter and cast silence.
And with that, everyone click your token and roll for initiative.
Okay.
And we'll get this party started. Well, this is fun.
He's first.
Well, it also looks like, because that was empty when I opened it. And now, like, everyone's is like doubling and tripling up and rolling a bunch of different ones. So we're going to clear this. And
No, that's the last numbers that were just rolled.
But it was showing, like, it was blank when I opened it. And then it, like, started popping up with everything. At least for me, it was blank.
Yeah, I only saw the last set of numbers. So.
Yeah, I just saw what we got.
Okay. Sorry.
what
I was seeing 3 sets of numbers for everyone, and they were all different.
Well, then
Well, that's
everybody
good.
gets the best number.
Well, I just cleared it, so I will manually add all of yours. So just give me one moment.
Do you want us to roll so that we're in there, and then you can just change the numbers?
Yes, please. That will make it faster.
Oh, now I get a 20.
Wow.
Well, then I
Both of you
guess
guys.
I know. Then I guess we can have everyone agree. Do you want to take the new numbers or the old ones?
It doesn't matter. I'm still after him, so
True.
I'll stick with my 8
Okay.
since that's what
got
I
a
actually rolled.
22 on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Okay. That. And Lockhart, yours was 9. All right. So I'm guessing Xander has a higher dex than Graveborn. Or Vittori. That's just gonna be my stab in the dark.
Probably.
All right, so yeah, he goes first. And so Lockhart, since you're the one near the door, he's gonna come up to you. And 1, 2. Does a 28 or a 15 hit?
28 does.
Okay.
15
So
doesn't.
you're gonna take 11 cold damage, and now I need a Constitution saving throw.
Hmm.
All right, you are paralyzed for the next minute. Right. So Xander, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to cast 4th level heroism, and I'm going to go right here and go boom, 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 and cast it on each of you. You each get 5 temporary hit points that will refill at the start of each of your turns. And then I'm going to go up, scooch past Isabel and George. I'm going to do the same thing on Lockhart, and then I'm going to use
What?
shit. I can't use the second spell. I was going to use Misty Step to get out of there. Not doing that.
No. So is that everything?
No. I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Graveborn. You got this, pal. Show us what you got.
All right.
Your inspiration's a D8, correct?
Yes.
Hey, I also don't see any my stuff on the turn order there, by the way.
All right. What is yours?
Mine was 18.
Okay, I can answer real quick.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
And we decided to go with the new numbers, not the old ones.
Can I?
Yes.
Sarah, am I allowed to undo something I just did? Feel free to say no if that's how you want to play it. I mean, I'll take a no if that's.
This will be your only one for this session.
Okay, valid. I'm not going to cast Bardic Inspiration. I'm going to instead cast Mantle of Inspiration, and that allows me to well, I don't know if Lockhart can move, but allows me and everyone else to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Lockhart is paralyzed.
Yes, but everyone else can.
Okay.
And everyone also gets 8 temporary hit points. So it's going to go up to 8, but when it gets down to 5, it'll lock at 5 at the start of your turn. And that's going to let me move out of the way.
Okay.
Anyone else can use their movement now, except Lockhart. Lockhart does still get the 8 HP, though.
Yep.
The 8 temp HP, yeah.
All right, I'm moving right there.
Did you cast that on George?
No, I cast it on the 5 of us.
Okay, gotcha.
That's my turn.
Okay.
So
Alright.
it's
Yes.
me, I
Vittori.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I will go ahead and rage because why not? So
Okay.
that's that. Since I know he's undead, and I know mercy won't do much. First attack, yeah, might as well go reckless.
Okay.
Because it's not going to matter otherwise.
That 23 will hit. And that is your death touch.
Yep.
Okay.
And second attack is swinging this.
Yep. Okay. That everything?
Yes.
Okay. So now, Isabel.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's not under 25 hit points yet.
No.
Okay. So I was gonna shoot at it, but it's actually not gonna do any damage. And that Hail of Thorns is not gonna do what I want it to do, especially in the position that it's in. It's not gonna be helpful because it's just gonna do harm to my friends. So instead, I think it just makes sense. I am going to see. That one. Nope, never mind. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go up and attack because the spells I have, other than what I was thinking, is not gonna work together. So I'm gonna go up with my bonus action first. I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to roll that dice, by the way, but I don't know. Maybe we can just use that whenever I try to hit it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna come up with the sun sword, right next to it, like right there, and try to attack with the sun sword. Let's see.
All right.
No, not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do the roll to hit first. Come on, roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
That 18 will hit.
Oh shoot. Okay. Re-roll damage, right?
Well, yep. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'll do the D8 real quick. Or did it do it already for me? No, but I'll do it right now. Okay. So it does 4 extra radiant damage. And then let me roll this D6. Okay, 6. And then for Hunter's Mark, I'll roll my other D6. And 6 and 6. Okay. So that was the damage.
So both Hail of Thorn, or no, you did Slayer's Player. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna, I didn't do the Hail of Thorns like I wanted to do, so I left it alone. And then, so that's that. And then my second attack real quick. It's not gonna have the extra damage like I did there, but let's see if that one hits. Okay, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, 11 plus 8. So 16 like that. And let me see. And that's it. Yeah, so that was my action, my bonus, and I think that's everything I can do.
And now that you've done all of that, I need everyone but Xander to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it based on distance to him?
Yep.
By the way, I have advantage if it's a magical thing. So is it magical?
It's basically a legendary action, so I would say so.
Okay, so it is magical. Cool.
So Lockhart, you are taking 10 necrotic damage. Lockhart, you're taking 21. Lucian, you're taking 10.
Is Graveborn considered undead? No? Okay.
Nope. He's gotten better since then.
Yep.
So
George takes 10.
Okay, George got a 22. I got an 18.
Yes, you both take 10 necrotic damage
Okay.
instead of 21.
Gotcha.
Isabel takes 10 necrotic damage.
So the con save was 22. So yeah.
The con save was 18.
It was +2. So 18 plus 2.
Yes. The Constitution saving throw, the DC was 18. So
Okay.
with that 20, you still take 10 necrotic damage.
Cool.
It's 21 or half.
Gotcha. No, that's cool. No.
So remember to remove that from your temp HP first, and then on the start of your next turn, you'll get it back up to 5.
So 2 damage there. That's not what I was trying to do.
Usually this would be the time where Xander would be like, yeah, bitch, my HP's gonna, you got nothing on all my buffs, but Xander is not saying that now.
Uh-huh.
And remember, if you had a concentration spell up, you got another saving throw.
Yep.
And thank you for that, because I always forget. But 19 passes.
All right. You both passed. All right. So
Can I actually ask real quick?
Yep.
So because of the thing with the animals that about how they would naturally respond, since these animals can be naturally aggressive towards its enemies, could it act aggressively even if I'm not the one controlling them or guiding them to do something aggressive?
Well, just give me one moment.
Yeah, it might go into a rage and just attack the closest thing to it.
The badger needs to make
I-
a Constitution saving throw as well.
Oh, okay. I'll have them do that. But that wouldn't make sense. I mean, these are my animals that I summoned, so they shouldn't be aggressive against enemies. And I'm pretty sure that's a thing, right? They're not aggressive towards the allies.
It just says it is friendly to you and your companions.
See, yeah, that's what I thought.
But it says, in absence of such orders, creatures act in accordance to, or acts in fashion appropriate to its nature. Yeah, they wouldn't necessarily attack you guys, but the badger could attack the bear.
That's its ally, though. Those are summoned allies. So it's not its enemy because I summoned both of those.
Wait. It's a bear and a small fuzzy animal. You know what the bear calls that?
Well, that's the thing. It's like,
Well, the badger
are
is
we calling
gone.
this a fuzzy animal some random animal, or are we calling it an ally?
Badger is gone.
That's the case.
Badger is gone.
Badger, die.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to do the save too, but I didn't find it first. Okay, so it's gone. Bye-bye, Badger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bear was like Xander, just out of reach.
Just out of reach. Okay.
All right.
He was barely out of reach.
Yes, he was barely out of reach. All right. Lockhart, you are paralyzed. So you can repeat your saving throw to see if you can be unparalyzed for your next turn.
Okay.
See if you can beat an 18 Constitution saving throw. That's 7. You're still paralyzed. Lucian, what you gonna do?
Was that Lockhart's silence spell?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
Does
gonna
Lockhart
send-
have to roll Constitution since he was injured to hold it?
Well, he did already for the attack.
Oh,
This is to
okay.
end the being paralyzed.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Solution?
Where is the bad guy? I don't see him.
That's
He's
good.
over.
Oh,
Friends
he's
have
over
somewhere
there.
to- Yep.
Oh, okay. Then George will just go in, circle all the way around to there, and take some swings at it.
Okay.
At this level, he gets 2 weapon attacks.
Okay.
Come on.
I hate to say it, but wouldn't the silence drop when Lockhart got paralyzed because he's incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, can't do anything?
Well, yeah, but unfortunately, here's the weird part. I spent some time. He can't act or react, but nothing in there actually says that it would drop concentration.
Yep. It just says that he automatically fails strength and dex saving throws.
But I'm not. I'm kind of curious if at some point they've clarified that. I didn't do research on whether or not.
Paralyzing seems like a physical thing, and if it's just concentrating with your mind, then it kind of makes sense that it could hold up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he can't take actions, reactions, and automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. And attack rolls against him have advantage.
And in the meantime, I'm sure the 11 will miss. Does the 21 hit for 16 cold damage?
The 21 does hit.
16 cold, and let me guess, does cold do much to this guy?
No.
He's resistant to cold, like I mentioned.
Yes, I know, but what do you want to do? That's all he can do.
You lose concentration on a spell if you are incapacitated or if you die. Paralyze inflicts the incapacitated.
It is,
Oh.
yeah. It is in the under the
Player's
concentration
handbook.
part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
it's
fun.
under concentration, not under the actual condition.
Well, thank you for that, Matt.
I play it fair both ways.
Yep. But that does mean that I can go ahead and cast from here because I'm not in the middle of silence. So I will go ahead and just try a something simple like a magic missile in this guy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's going to do it that way. Okay, so magic missile. It's only the first level version, but it's going to do 3 darts. So.
Okay.
Lockhart and Lucian, don't forget to replenish your temp HP.
Yeah, thank you. And then I'm going to back up. And Archimedes is going to fly by the guy, give the next person in line advantage on his attack.
It's fine. All right.
And that's my turn.
It is your turn. Now it's his turn. And so he is going to. How do I want to do this? All right. So first
Wait,
off,
isn't that what you say to us when we're about to kill somebody?
I know. Is it? All right. So, Graveborn,
Yes.
these are going to go to you. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that 32 hits. 13 misses.
It's
But-
a nat 113 thing.
You're going to take 24 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
I'm raging, so you can cut the 15 in half.
Okay, fine. That's still 15 damage or 16 damage.
16, 5 of that doesn't come off yet. 16, 56.
Right.
And
Constitution saving throw. Aw.
And replenish your. Oh, nope, sorry.
it's not my turn yet.
Yep.
Right. That is its turn for right now. So Xander, what you gonna do?
Okay. I am going to cast Healing Word on Graveborn. Graveborn, you get. Oh, I wish it would pop up and tell me how much this is.
5,000.
You get 5,000 HP. Look at that.
No.
It's
Wow.
1d4 plus 5. So you get 7 HP refilled. And then just from far away as an action, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery. So it needs to succeed on a 16 Wisdom save.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Hell yeah.
Especially with its pluses to wisdom saving throws.
Wow.
Fuck you, old man.
And that's 2
Sorry,
damage.
I don't have a father to bury, he says.
1 damage.
Hey, that's
Fuck
even
you,
better.
old man. Did 1 damage.
I mean, he knows he's
worth it.
old.
It
He's
was
just like,
it
yeah.
was only the old one that old is the only thing that hurt him on that. The rest of it was just like, yeah, so.
Who are
All
you?
right. Anything else, Xander?
That's all.
All right. Graveborn.
Let's try this again.
Replenish your HP.
All right. That will hit.
And follow up as normal. with my own crit.
Nice.
Ooh, crit for
Nice,
crit.
nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
If he drops below 25 HP, let me know. If
Will
when
do.
it,
That's why I'm like trying to do the math. I'm like, okay. 15 plus 12. I do believe he's at just below 25 hit points.
he must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's see how he does with
Come
this
on,
one.
1.
25.
Okay, so he's not instantly destroyed,
No.
Nah.
but he is frightened of me till his next turn.
He's
Till my next
frightened.
turn.
Well,
Nope.
I think
I
he
mean,
has.
frightened.
Doesn't he have like
Yeah.
immunity against frightened? I think he can't be frightened.
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah, he can't be frightened, so he's not
Okay.
frightened of you. But
That's a kind of pointless thing to put on a weapon against undead.
yeah,
When most undead can't be frightened.
but you know what? He's gonna pay you in kind. And does a 17 hit?
No.
Or 22?
Yes.
So you're gonna take 9 cold, and then we need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
So that goes to 0. That goes to 59. And
Hey,
Ooh,
you're
yeah.
doing good on your saves.
that's nice.
All right. Anything else, Graveborn?
Do I have a bonus action? Sure, I have a bonus action.
What's that?
I get 9 points back.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Isabel.
So
Replenish your HP.
I shall do that. HP replenished. And so next, what I will do, I am going to cast Lesser Restoration on Lockhart, and that should remove his paralyze.
Okay.
So I will use that
Thank you.
on him. So
Cool.
you should no longer be paralyzed now. I think that is okay. I only have one of them. I don't know. It's kind of weird how that was said there. So, and for that's my action.
Okay.
My bonus. What I shall do, I shall command my bear to attack the Lich from behind. So and say, "Let's go," and then you'll see him come from behind right here, and go
George
up.
says, "Ouch! Get off of me, you stupid bear!"
Oh wait, that's where George is. Never mind.
Yeah, actually, in George's voice.
Is there any way we can remove my name from being in the way like that? I don't know. I feel like my name is in the way of everybody right now.
No, I don't
think
see
our-
your name. I only see
Our
my
own,
name.
our own name only appears for us.
Oh, okay. So my name is like
Yeah.
covering everybody. So the bear is gonna come up from behind over here and attack.
Okay. I did turn off your name. Don't worry. I can see everyone's name, and that's pretty much how I find Lucian every time.
Gotcha.
Oh,
All right. So to attack.
Mhm.
Two attacks, one of its bites and one of its claws. So it's gonna go for the bite and the claw.
Okay.
So let's see how it does.
All right.
Does that 24 hit?
It does.
Okay, so it does 12 piercing, but it's half.
I
Well,
mean,
actually,
it's
no.
not a magical attack.
It's not a magical attack. Dang it! It can't do anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So I guess it tries to attack, and it does nothing.
is he immune to non-magical attacks?
He's immune, to non-magical attacks that are piercing, slashing. What is it?
Oh.
The other one. There's one more.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Yeah, there we go. So unfortunately, he's just there. No.
Yep. Anything
There-
else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Let me see. Nope.
Okay. Lockhart, you're no longer paralyzed. What you gonna do?
Yay.
Replenish your HP.
Yes, I am. Does anybody have any issue if I turn on dead?
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I do.
All All right. What's your DC?
1 moment. Where can I find that?
I'm gonna drop
On your
this in
side.
here.
His DC is 14, by the way.
14. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
And
Mhm.
that's it's like what is the saving throw for that? Why can I not see this?
Under turn undead, I think it's a wisdom saving throw, if I remember correctly.
I thought so too, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing it on his spell list.
Oh, turn undead?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a special ability. It's not a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
they actually call it God, what
Yeah,
do they
it's
call
a,
it?
it's a wisdom save.
Channel
Thank you.
divinity, and then the first
Okay.
capability of that would be the turn undead. As an action, you can present your holy symbol, blah, 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 blah.
There it is. Okay.
Must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails the saving throw,
Alright.
it's turned from 1 minute.
That's fun. And it gets a advantage on it. So we'll see. Oh, 15.
I,
There you
Have-
go.
Thank you.
where can I find it?
It's your spell save DC. So basically, what is your wisdom bonus?
It's
My wisdom bonus.
It's
is
14.
plus
14. So
14.
does it make the save? Because it meets it right there.
It's 15.
Except
It
he
gets
has
advantage.
advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
it has damage. Oh, never mind.
That's why I dropped the turn resistance. So he's
Right.
fine. All right. Anything else, Lockhart?
I guess I'm gonna use my shoot. That was my action, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my bonus action will be spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Okay, and that'd be the damage.
That's,
I have to get back to it. I had to drop your spiritual weapon on
Sorry.
board.
Yeah, but it's a crit.
It's a crit, but yeah,
I
it
see
didn't,
that.
yeah, I didn't roll the crit damage for that. That's weird.
Also, what is that?
Does he roll twice, or is that how the crit damage rolled out? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
6.
that's not how. Yeah, it just did the 1d8 plus 3. It didn't do a
It didn't
second
do-
one.
Okay, so do I have to roll a second one?
Just roll another d8.
Your wish is my command. Also, I have a special ability I can use once per long rest. I'm just looking it up.
That would be an
Um,
action. You've already
wouldn't-
used your action.
Well, I get you. All right, never mind.
I was like, you're buried alive is an action. And also with how everyone's arranged, you would get one of your friends in it.
Right.
So this Lich is starting to look real rough.
Mm.
All right, Lucian, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I will start by having George chilling random twice. Does 17 hit?
17 hits.
17, so 8 cold damage with his resistance.
Mhm.
Second hit, 26, so that's 5 cold damage with resistance.
And how do you want George to kill this thing?
What?
He's gonna just walk up and look and go, "You're nothing but a soul anyways." And he just grasps, and there's some sort of wisp that come off of it. And he just pulls it out and goes and looks at it like, why were we fighting this thing?
All right. And with that, so the Lich, George kind of pulls out the pieces of his soul that weren't in the phylactery, and you just hear this kind of earth-shattering screech just come from somewhere within the temple. And now I need everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a magical
Everyone?
save?
Everyone.
My favorite.
Is this a magical save?
It is
Oh
not.
boy.
It is not.
Is it something I could see coming?
I mean, technically, you might feel it coming. All right, so Lucian's fine.
George failed.
Lockhart and George failed.
I
Victoria
probably
failed.
with that 12.
Yeah.
She didn't get a 3.
Isabel failed.
Bruh.
All right. My stuff is acting funky.
Rocks fall.
I
Funky.
Don't pay any mind to this thing I'm about to do. Just
Mhm.
saying. Oh no, that's incorrect. Never mind. I'm not going to do that.
Don't pay any attention. You're not going to go and piss on the corner, right?
Oh no.
oh, goodness. All right.
Oh no, I got a 12.
All right. So everyone but Lucian is knocked prone
Uh-oh.
as
Okay.
the temple starts to crumble around everyone.
I think it is time to leave.
Let's wait. Let me see if the bear how the bear does. How'd the bear do?
The bear is knocked on its ass.
Sure you don't want to stand around and talk,
Just have to make sure.
sure you don't want to stand around and talk about whether we should leave or not?
Right.
Wait, how did Lucian's owl do? No, just kidding. He's in there.
I was like, well, was Archimedes flying, or did he perch somewhere?
He's usually flying.
Right. Then Archimedes is fine.
Unless something falls on it.
Exactly.
That's
Don't be
fine.
fun.
I'll just be unsummoning him shortly, anyways.
All right.
I'll just leave Greyborn behind and not get him out because of it.
All right. So the building's starting to crumble. Again, everyone but Lucian is on their butt. How do you all want to get out of here?
Oh, I'm gonna stand back up and run.
I'm gonna use Misty Step
Okay.
to get my ass out of there.
So
All right.
I'm gonna get on the bear, and the bear is gonna be my ride out.
You're gonna
Okay.
ride. You're gonna ride bareback.
Exactly bareback.
In a
Just gonna out the
crumbling
way.
temple.
She's
This
riding
can be
out of
fun.
here, and I look at her. I'm like, damn, what a woman.
The shortest route is probably the crack in the room where the dire wolf was.
Yeah, that's probably the way I'm going.
All right.
Shorter route is actually to just teleport out. But anybody who needs help, I will be helping you to get further along.
Please.
Well,
Nope, I'm
if you
fairly
have
speedy.
as the building's like crumbling, she's kind of like, oh, she's gonna be like, well, if you have something to get us out of here, I can get, I'm all for it. If not, I'm getting on this bear and getting the heck out of here.
Yes.
As everything's just like,
Behold, my bare ass.
The bear goes quickly, so you should try to get it out. I can be out almost instantly, so I will try and help everyone else out.
All right.
okay, sounds good. And then she gets on the bear and then goes.
All right. So now, while you all are running out, I'm going to have, okay, so Lucian, how far are you able to teleport at one time?
500 feet
Okay.
with one extra person. However, I am going to try and get other people out first. Whoever's lagging behind the most, I will vortex warp them 90 feet ahead.
Okay.
So wherever they are, I will put them 90 feet ahead of me as I'm running out. And then once everybody is well ahead of me, of course, Archimedes, I will unsummon, and George, I will simply stop concentrating on.
Okay.
But once we have that, and I'm running as we go, but once it's down to me and one other person,
Mhm.
I will grab them and teleport out
Okay.
using the dimension door.
Okay. So is there anyone, I know Lockhart mentioned getting help from Lucian. Does anyone else want help from Lucian?
Well,
No.
I'll also say, because I'm pretty sure the bear is big enough for 2 people. So if someone needed to ride with me, they could just ride
Is
bear.
that an invitation?
It's an open invitation to everybody. So I'd be like,
Oh, it's an open
well,
invitation.
if the teleportation from Lucian does not work, I think that one more person
Then,
can take
Isabel,
it.
Isabel,
Xander's about
stop-
to ride your
Stop
bear.
flirting. This is not the time to flirt with me, Isabel. I'll get on the bear, okay? And I hop on.
Look, Xander, I'm trying to offer help. We need to get out of here now.
Isabel, it's not the time to flirt. Let's go.
All right. So Xander and Isabel. All right. So we're going to start with you two. Isabel, since you and Xander are riding on the bear, can you make me 2 dexterity saving throws for the bear?
Okay. Let's see. 12.
Nope.
And then an 8.
All right. Awesome. So
You make it 5 feet, the bear falls down.
no, you guys are going to make it out, but you two and the bear are going to take 13 damage from falling debris.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We made it.
Yay.
Victoria, do you want me to put you 90 feet further along?
No, you probably need to help Lockhart. I'm
I-
fairly fast.
Kid, Lockhart and I can beat you out.
I'm good on my own.
Okay. Graveborn, then I'm going to have you make me 2 dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Another
You know what? No,
12
I went through the front gate, the area.
and a
That's where
22.
I wanted to look epic as we get out of here.
All right.
You run into the reinforcement flame skulls. There's only 100 of them.
Wow. Inventory, you're taking 13 damage.
That
As-
22 passed. I have advantage.
Oh, fun. Then you're taking 8 damage. Because that was the first roll of the 2. All
You
right.
done?
And Lucian and Lockhart, you're teleporting?
Yeah, I'm just going to use the dimension door, which allows me to take one other with me.
Okay. All right. So as you all, hello, Graveborn. As you all make it out of the Amber Temple, like you guys just barely make it out as the entire, basically, chunk of the mountain kind of collapses in on itself. And as that happens, as kind of the last of the debris starts falling, I would like everyone to make me just one last dexterity saving throw.
Geez,
20.
that's gonna be the one that works. Do I need to do the bear again, or am I good without the bear?
Yeah, don't worry about the bear.
Okay.
All right. So Lucian and
12.
Vittori. All right. So I'm just waiting on. All right. So Xander and Lockhart, you are knocked on your butts again. I think Vittori, Lucian, you definitely had an idea that this was coming. Vittori, just kind of with your past and everything, you had an idea that this was coming. This is just a wave of magical energy that is just released as this temple collapses. And then everything's silent.
I dropped my keys in there.
Looks like
Oh
a
no,
lot.
my bread!
And
I reach into my bag, pull out a loaf of bread, and throw it at Xander.
okay.
Sterling,
It's-
I have rolled a d20 4 times,
Mhm.
and I've gotten 4 times in a row.
Sounds
To
like
make
you're
it
stuck
equal.
on 4s at least 4 times in a row.
Well, it's a plus for dexterity saving throws. It's 4 + 8 = 12. I've gotten 4 consecutive 12s, and I'm not sure if it's like weird luck or like there's something glitchy about the app.
Do you want to try rolling a d20 in roll 20, and then we
I
can
mean,
add the
is
4?
it? I mean, it's not life or death, right?
No, it's literally you
then-
fell on your ass.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the magic hit you and knocked you on your
You
ass.
hurt your booty.
I hurt my booty.
Your
Okay.
And
booty.
Lucian throws you a loaf of bread wrapped in a familiar looking shirt.
Your booty.
Um.
Dang.
So there's silence that falls.
I'll look
And,
around to see what I see. Like, is there anything around that I notice after everything has fallen and the dust has settled and the quiet, has happened?
Give me a perception or investigation roll, depending on how you want to look for things. You just want to glance around, or if you want to seriously like study everything.
Not yet. I don't think I'll say I'll study it. It's more of a glance around after everything has just happened.
Okay.
And you said which role was it? Like not investigation, what was the other one?
Perception.
Okay. So dirty 20.
Oh, nice. So when you look up at the sky, you're not 100% sure if you're totally believing what you're seeing, but you're definitely seeing almost like you're looking through like a dirty like window. But you see the silhouette of your mother.
Really?
Mhm.
Huh.
It's like she can't quite get in, but you can see her.
Interesting. So I look up. I'm just kind of like, just looking and seeing. Like in her mind, it's like, is that my mom? Like, is that my mother? And she'll look around her and see what she sees around. Besides looking up, is there anything else in the dust or after the fallen temple or mountainside or whatever?
So it's just the crumbled temple. You do notice, and Lucian, you would notice this with your passive. Honestly, most of you would probably notice because you would hear the wheels of one of the carriages that you're very familiar with kind of rolling along the path up to where you are.
I'm going to go ahead and use the charge up of my Wand of Secrets.
Okay.
I'm also gonna kind of feel on the necklace of Ravenkind to see if I feel anything from the necklace at all.
You definitely feel like a strong connection.
Okay.
Now, it seems like with this temple being gone, the Lich being destroyed, a good chunk of the power that was keeping this curse alive is gone.
Okay. Well, it seems, and I'll look at the rest of everybody. It seems we may have done it. We may have not, we haven't finished, but we have done a good bit to reverse this curse from this land. And she'll look up kind of like as she can see like the silhouette from a distance. And I think we can look forward to a different Barovia, hopefully here soon.
Lucian, with your use of the Wand of Secrets, you don't find any secret doors or traps or anything. And oddly enough, because you had some, books that held secrets on you that needed magic, keywords to unlock. It's not finding anything from like your bag or anything as well.
Uh-oh. I look at my bag. Are those books still there?
There's a whole massive pile of shredded, destroyed Paper
It
and leather
will-
binding.
My book? That's disturbing.
All 6 of them.
Oh, those books. Yes. That's disturbing. Oh, I wonder if I can reconstruct all that.
You can certainly try.
Hmm.
Yeah. Kind of as the silence of the carriage, or the silence kind of falls, and you hear the carriage come up. Is there anything anyone wants to say?
Well, good job, everybody. Let's hope that Strahd doesn't turn on us when we get back.
I'm ready for a good meal, some ale, a long bath, a
And
night of fun.
followed by a funeral. And then
well,
a night of
actually,
fun.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Because tomorrow, I'd like to start work on taking down somebody else. Which I say in response to what Lucian just said. So.
Oh, you mean taking down the next ruler of Barovia? I think he's right here.
No, I mean the last ruler of Barovia.
Strahd's father?
If there's no need for any more violence, we should just let it lie.
Sure, you changed my mind.
Cool.
You didn't.
So whose carriage is pulling up?
Yeah.
It's yours.
Oh, it's mine?
It's Vittori's.
Where to?
So do we call you King? Or Lord?
Lord Protector.
Protector?
Lord Protector.
Lord Protector.
My lord.
Lord
By the way,
Protector.
I kind of like wandered into where somewhat near the debris in this area. I see the carriage coming. I'm not paying attention to the conversation. I'm just kind of like almost somewhat of a sigh of relief, just kind of like looking up and just like talking to the bear and pointing out with the bear.
Okay.
Do we know where this carriage is going to be taking us?
It's
Depends on where
Vittori's
you want to
carriage.
go.
Well, I think that there might be one place we could all visit as kind of a meeting all back together one final time.
Yes, Waterdeep. How's that sound?
No, I was thinking somewhere a little bit more grounded or undergrounded.
Oh,
Death-
you want to go
Death
to the
House?
dungeons and then you... Oh, okay.
What do you mean to say?
I think if this job is really done and we may or may not be going our separate ways soon, I think it would be kind of...
No, we're not going to end this on an orgy, okay? No.
Would I please beseech everyone to shut the hell up? Speak.
Ooh, I like that. I was going to suggest that we take one final visit, all of us, to go see Broski one more time.
I will accompany you, and I hope to learn what this person meant to you.
Not much. He got him thrown out of a city.
Well, I shall join as I look out into the sky. So you hear me say it.
I kind of like give her a gentle nudge, and I'm like, she's at peace.
Okay. Well, shall we go there immediately, or shall we go find Strahd first?
I
Strahd
believe,
can wait until tomorrow.
yeah, we deserve a rest.
Very well.
And there is that inn that's very near where, that town. We could go there, visit Broski's grave, and then get a good night's sleep and get up the next morning, talk to Strahd, and I don't know. Did we want to go back to that town where those evil people were and take care of that issue?
What evil people?
Threats.
They
one
will
with
be
the inside.
handled in due time.
Once
Okay.
I become stronger, I will do my best to help wherever possible. That is one place I hope to go.
Well, we can. Maybe let us go on our journey to see Broski. And
Okay. We
So it
see
looks
Broski.
like we're headed back to Valaki.
Yes.
All right. Let me. All right. So you're heading just to Valaki in general? Do you want the big map with Valaki, or do you want just the tavern?
Actually,
For
we're just
for
going to spend the
clarity,
night in the tavern. So.
For clarity, I was more insinuating like that's our we don't necessarily need to like talk to Broski, have another scene about that. I was just saying like it would be kind of poetic to head our way there before going anywhere else.
Let's go have a pint.
Yeah.
yeah, that is fine with me. I think it would be nice to see him, and then
Well, not the way he looks now.
we'll visit him, and then be on our way to do the rest of what is necessary. I hope that is okay. And I say Lord Protector in somewhat of a sarcastic tone.
Yeah, we'll head wherever.
Well, let's go.
Okay. So
Alright.
I guess we have like Johnny was saying, we can just like pass by we don't need to do a cutscene with that. Maybe is that what you're saying? Like just
Yeah. I mean, unless we wanted to, I was more saying it's kind of like a good poetic thing to go do as to like the credits roll or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say at least real quick, we can kind of do a cut back to it. Once we finish, you do kind of do a little stop by Broski's grave on your way back. And then are you gonna stay the night in Valaki then and
Sure.
head
Yeah.
to okay. So I have set you up outside of the Blue Water Inn in Valaki. I don't know what order you all want to go in first, or if anyone wants to talk to anyone.
I'm march right in.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a long rest, so I'm gonna just get everything reset real quick.
Okay. As you all enter, Erwin, he looks kind of, shaken. And he goes, he kind of does like a whisper and he goes, did you all notice something a few hours ago?
Oh, yes, that was for the breaking of the curse.
Curse?
Yeah, no biggie. It was just kind of another day's work for Xander and his band of soon someday to be heroes.
And I'll just add, yes, the curse that Barovia has been in for hundreds of years. Yeah, it has finally started breaking, and hopefully will soon be gone from this land.
There's no curse on this land. Strahd's only been
No.
in, huh?
Not anymore. You're welcome.
Wait. You were about to say Strahd's only. Wait. How long has Strahd been in power?
40 years?
The curse ended.
Wait, I'm confused. Why am I confused?
Because the curse has been going on for hundreds of years. It was repeating time,
Yeah.
and it's no longer repeating. It's only been the 40 years. Strahd was never cursed. It's broken. It was a time loop sort of thing.
So as he is trying to say, yes, there has been a reset of time with a curse that has befallen this land and has been happening for hundreds of years. And that change that you sensed was the start of that curse being no more. You may have not noticed it because it affects every single person in this country.
If you say so.
Do I recognize the people that might be like in the area, like in the bar?
I mean, yes, you recognize it's the owners and their kids.
Okay. I was okay, cool.
Do they recognize us?
Yes.
Okay. So, ale. Wine for me.
I
But-
suppose in the morning we should visit Strahd.
Yes. Why
One
don't we?
last time.
Here's the interesting thing. I wonder if Strahd will remember us.
You wonder if
I'm-
what?
Obviously, he'll remember Victoria.
And I'm a little hard to forget.
Who are you?
Hello.
I missed that last part, like one of the last parts you said, just
Oh.
before you.
I said we should go and visit Strahd and
Okay.
find out if he remembers us and remembers the time loop. He may have, as far as we know, he may have just thought that his deal with the Faceless One failed.
Right. Okay.
And
Well,
I would recommend that we get a night's sleep, then go.
I think didn't we long rest and stay there right now, or no? Did we not just long rest?
Yeah, I thought we just arrived.
You did
Yeah.
just arrive.
Oh, we did just arrive. Okay, then never mind. I thought we had already arrived to the inn, long rested, and woke up.
I mean, unless you pick a fight with the bartender or the were-ravens that are chilling outside, I don't have any intentions for you all to fight. So
Bless
Okay.
you.
I'm okay if you reset everything right now.
Let's
Okay.
test your skills, Isabel. Just kidding.
Show me your
Okay.
moves.
Let's we want to fast forward and long rest here and then visit Strahd.
Sure.
Is everyone good with that?
Sure.
I'm good with that. All right. Reset your stuff real quick while I make sure you all are on the map for the castle that I want you on.
We're going to the castle.
I think
I'm
last
getting
time.
this like feeling that it's Sarah Lynn's gonna end it with like some like earth-shattering plot twist, and I'm just like gripping. I'm just like,
These are mothers, fathers.
She already
sisters,
dropped
all the
one,
names.
but if there's another one, we'll see.
yeah,
Well, it was earth shattering to me that who was behind all that. But
it's like winter finale episode. You think
the
the
four of
season's
us
over?
did great.
We'll be back in 3 months.
Yeah, the four of us did great defeating Strahd's enemies and
Well, let's just
somewhere
go
along the
track.
line
Like,
we
let's just
suggested-
find out what we have next.
Yeah.
All right.
Somewhere
Well,
along the line, we picked up this strange-looking character named, what was it called? Zandric?
goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Exanator or whatever. Is that what you're talking about?
Xanther.
Yeah.
All right. So in the morning, you get a nice rest. Are you gonna have breakfast at the Blue Water Inn, or are you guys just gonna head straight to
Sure, I'll
the
probably
castle?
eat something before I go.
Yeah. Eat real quick and then head out.
Okay. So they do, have a nice rest. As you're approaching the castle, you all see kind of in an area off to the side, kind of over in this direction. You see a giant hole that has been dug, and you see people basically carrying boxes of bones and dumping them in the hole.
All you can eat rib night.
And you also see some of the banners kind of being taken down.
Ooh.
All you could eat
And,
something, right?
No, I think Strahd remembers. I wanted the bones gone on the decor. So
Right. Yes, I assume that's what it was. Just redecorating for your new palace.
Let's
Oh,
hope.
I will ask Lockhart once they're done. May you bless all the remains so they might find some rest.
But of course, my liege.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, there's just kind of, almost like they're probably coming in like 30 seconds to a minute increments. You're seeing people walk out, dump the bones, start walking back in. It looks like most of the staff is working on emptying out the bones.
Okay.
Shall we
Well,
go? Is there a retainer or some person who normally lets us in?
Well, the doors are open right now because of everyone going in and out. But I will state kind of as you come in,
I'm sure
Um,
Savid is lurking somewhere.
I say you do see Savid and Strahd talking around kind of the corner.
So you can just deal with the Savid guy before you take over. George would like to have a talk with him.
He's like Xander, annoying but useful. Well,
How's that
okay,
like
so,
Xander?
so not
You
like
said it
Xander.
was useful.
No, I said annoying.
You said useful.
And then my next statement
You
was,
showed me love. You
so
showed
not
me affection. Now
exactly
it's your
like
fault.
Xander.
All right. And as you all approach, Strahd dismisses Savid and is like, get it done. You know his and mine wishes. There's no time to waste. And Savid just kind of bows to Strahd. Graveborn looks at you and, you can tell he's fighting to be polite. And he goes, good day, sir. And then he walks.
One fireball? Really? That's all it takes. I'll make sure no one else is around. Say the word.
No, he'll be free to find his own way if he wishes.
And he glances to all of you. Lockhart, I'm moving you in because I'm assuming you followed everyone inside.
Oh, I didn't know we were moving.
And He goes, I know you didn't necessarily do it for me, but I give you my thanks. And he gives you all a deep bow.
I will do one in kind of like a hand to the like there.
Right
As-
before you start
Ditto.
to, I kind of like, oh, Isabel.
As much as someone in heavy armor can bow before falling over, I try.
Okay. You do. It's a little clumsy, but you do it. You don't fall.
Hmm.
Um,
And I nod to Strahd and go, I am looking forward to writing the epilogue.
I'm looking forward to reading it.
Is he at like a throne or something?
No, he's standing in the hallway
Oh, okay.
drinking some wine. Because it's Barovia, it's never too early for wine.
9
I see
o'clock.
everyone else
Is
bow,
this
and I
that extra thick, extra red wine?
Ah,
I know.
extra
Is
chunky.
it?
I see everyone else bow, and I
Still a
I-
vampire.
I
Give
know
me
he's
them
still a vampire.
antioxidants.
But
don't.
if you want to know, you can roll for it.
Roll for what?
to be able to tell if it's wine or blood.
Oh,
I say I know what your passive is, Lucian. It's above your passive. So with your passive of 21, you're not sure. You could see it being either.
or both.
Or both. Maybe a mix of both.
So I'll go up to him
Mhm.
and say, well, it looks like the steps have been taken and we have moved forward with breaking this curse. What are the next steps that is needed? Because from the understanding, it seems that, and I'll like gesture over to Vittori. It seems that he has stepped up to become ruler of this land in your place.
Once the coronation takes place, what we should discuss when we would like to do that. And he's kind of watching the people moving the boxes. He goes, I do believe that once, Vittori, you finish your design of the new banner, I know we have the colors. Savid would like you to pick exactly what shade of blue, yellow, and silver you would like. I don't know if that matters to you. And then also if you would like a symbol for your rule, or if you just want the colors. Once those are decided, we should be able to get the food cooked and everything ready within a week.
Well, it sounds that we have things set in motion for everything to be in order. Well, as this is the result of what the cooperation between you and Vittori, I say this is okay with me, but I do think there is more to this land that needs to be, changed once this curse is completely lifted. There are places within Barovia that still think that this whole curse didn't exist, and only 40 years have passed and are unaware of the situation. I don't think their awareness is necessary, but I do think we need to change and get rid of the evil that is still within the land.
That is part of the plan. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it will change.
I have a question. Has anyone tried leaving Barovia?
Not That I know of. Not since before you went to the temple.
Perhaps it would be wise if someone went to the edges of Barovia and see if we could cross.
You're more than welcome to do that, but I don't plan to do that now.
I mean, you do definitely still see the fog surrounding Barovia.
That would be a problem.
I do have some questions for you, Strahd. What, from my understanding, it seems that this curse was brought about with a deal with a person known as the Faceless One. Is that correct?
But perhaps we shouldn't discuss this outside of a private room.
Very well. I mean, I did not know it was private. So if you would prefer a more private setting, we can go there.
You can come into the dining hall if you'd like, unless you'd like to go upstairs.
Oh, wherever, as long as, you know, any person wandering by doesn't hear of how this curse came to be.
Then he heads in. He heads into the dining hall where you all first had your dinner with him. And he stands by the door and closes it behind whomever is the last one who wants to come in.
Yep. Means you got to move again, Lockhart.
Yes. Moving, moving, moving. Yay.
All right.
That's everyone, right? Okay.
Looks like it.
So yeah, I continue with the question I had. My question, as I said earlier, still, is that correct?
I did make a deal with an unknown entity, yes.
Well, it so happens we may have come to know who this entity really is. And it is of, as far as I'm aware from the many things Lucian had to say about this person, a very evil and very
Dangerous person. You know who it is you were dealing with, right?
So, do you know the Faceless One's true name?
No.
And they're very... It may not be a good idea to actually mention his true name, his name. However, we did discover who it is. And it is a person generally associated with a hand and an eye.
Fascinating.
Well,
And am I to assume that, and he glances at all of you, and Vittori, he kind of does a glance at everyone and then his eyes meet yours. Am I to assume that all of you are going to go after this person?
My duty is to Barovia.
and while I am interested in stopping someone as powerful as this, I do not think I will be leaving very soon. Especially with the way Barovia is at the time. I think I will need to stay to help, especially since now our Lord Protector is going to be in charge of this land?
Well, I hope wherever Barovia ends up situating on the greater maps of the world, that it won't be far from the island where I call home. I do need to return there, deliver my notes, publish my book, and consult with the leaders of the island on how to deal with this imminent threat. I believe that they would be well positioned to be able to assist in the rolling destruction that could come from this.
Speaking of plans, do you have any beyond this land? Do you have any duties that you must attend to?
My plan is to explore wherever we end up. Yes, besides Vittori and myself and Baba Yaga, no one else knows how long Barovia has been in this loop.
Would you
I'd like to
advise?
see how the world has changed, whichever world we end up in.
Yes. Would you advise in any way how to go about taking down such a foe as this?
Don't.
Don't die.
Don't mess with those powers. If it is the person I believe you are referring to, that would be worse than taking on the gods.
Yes. It does pose a query, though. What if this entity tries to harm you? Are you willing to join others to harm it in that return?
I don't think I would be so foolish just to try and go up against him.
I don't believe that he is quite material at this point. I believe we would have a chance to head him off if we worked quickly.
Well, for me, he is not the most pressing issue that I need to take care of. So you may go to those who are very powerful within your land, Lucian, and let them know. But at this time, as I said, I may help, but it's not my first priority.
So I would go to the lands where they would rally their forces and summon their monster hunters to help stop this ultimate evil.
You are making plans, but yet you don't even know if or where you'd end up.
No, I imagine it could be a good distance away from where we need to be. If we are not on the plane of existence from which we came from, I can certainly send some of us back there.
Yes, that's all good speculation, but I think it might be best to wait and see where we end up.
I agree.
There's no point in planning on arriving back in your home and you ended up at Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, too many unknowns right now.
Yep.
And Isabel, let me lessen your worries a bit. I will not be ruling Barovia solely for long. I plan on forming a council from all parts of Barovia to guide us in the future to benefit all.
Well, I have my my thoughts on those plans, but we can speak at a later time and discuss that. As there are many things within this land that still needs to be taken care of.
There will be a spot on this council if you wish one.
We shall see, especially with the state of Barovia and how we move forward.
And with that, Strahd stands, gives you all a bow, and goes, "Now, if you excuse me," and he gives kind of a sly smile, "I do believe I have some packing to do." And he heads off.
Flip him off with his back turned as he's walking away.
I saw that, nephew.
Well, it seems that your coronation is not until a week from now. So we may be able to do some things before that time comes. What is the next plan? Because I feel that we could investigate these other places that still need the change necessary to create peace within this land again.
For the next week, I will be tied up here to make sure things go smoothly. We don't know. It could snap back to the way it was if something interrupts the proceedings.
Okay.
Well, Vittori, if there's anything that you need from me while I'm here, I'd be more than happy to help.
Silence.
Oh,
No, I don't
snap.
know that spell.
I do.
Could you indulge Victoria on?
So yes. So what would you all like to do for the next week before the coronation? I say, Vittori, you are very busy trying on outfits, picking out colors and designs, and
Can
all
I help
sorts of
him with
things.
that?
That is entirely up to Vittori.
No.
I am spending my next week like nitpicking. No, Vittori doesn't want that. No, that's not where that goes. Over this way. Shit, nope, it's gonna be a few inches this way.
I'm going to pull out a top out of my bag that looks exactly like Xander's, hold it up to Victoria and say, no, definitely, that was last year.
I'll
Nobody
ask.
wants this anymore.
I'll ask Lucian. Can I borrow George for a minute to take care of?
Sure. I'll bring it, George.
My lord, is there any loose ends or people of ill repute you can think of that maybe we could take care of?
I will not be so heavy-handed to start. There should be representatives from each town and village coming to the coronation, and we can discuss the plans for Barovia then. If any choose to not follow that way, we can decide on courses of action then. I'm hoping to persuade everybody to see the right path.
As you wish.
One of the things.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying one of the things that Isabel decided to do with her time is work on the security in a sense for the event, scoping out the area, making sure things go smoothly and nothing goes awry, making sure the guards are ready, things are in place. And then in between those times, because she didn't spend her whole time doing all of that, was seeing how her connection with her mom has been returned. Like she's reached out to her and tried to communicate in different ways if she could.
So you definitely, you get kind of, you're able to get like crystal clear images. So
Yeah.
like if you know, you ask, you know, your mom like what she thinks about, you know, what all you've done, you get, you know, a very clear image of like a bright, like sunny day and a beautiful landscape. Like, you know, she's happy and kind of at peace. Words are a little fragmented. Like if she tries speaking, you get probably about every third or fourth word.
Yeah.
But the images come through like perfectly. So once you two kind of figured that out, she just started sending kind of images.
You can communicate via drawings as if to snap them together to chat.
It's more of like, you know, I would describe it as like sending like gifs or pictures in a chat versus like typing out full sentences kind of a thing. Like you still get a very clear idea of what she's saying. It's just not like perfectly written out.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So
Also,
yeah, that's all I do.
Okay.
also during the week, I'm making sure all the staff knows that they're under no obligation to continue serving in this castle. They are welcome if they wish. They are welcome to leave if they wish.
Okay. I will state, because you know all of the staff knows you, they all basically agree to stay on at least for, you know, the time being. And if they decide to leave, they will give you plenty of notice so you can find a replacement.
Oh, you know what? Another thing that I think I will have her do
Mhm.
is just have small chats with Strahd here and there, just every now and then.
Is there anything in particular you want to talk to him about?
No, I think just like what she's thinking about, what to do, asking for advice on how to best approach certain issues. Like specifically, I think she would have asked about like, what is it, Kurtz, or what am I thinking about? Kretz. Like how to deal with the what was it, racism? It was like racism over them. How to deal with that kind of racism, and then the evil entity of that diva that's ruling in that area there too, like things like that, and just talking about the different things they've done so far since the last conversation here and there.
So for the kind of advice on what to do with the diva, he laughs, but in a very like, I don't fucking know kind of way. And it's just like, I think to get the best advice on how to, as you say, deal with a diva is to ask your mother once you're able to.
That was my plan.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think I was gonna go that way too, but I just wanted to get his input too.
He kind of let you know that with the diva, it was one of those like tentative, like tense, like truces. Like Strahd won't mess with him, he won't mess with anything but Kretz, kind of a thing. And he also let you know that part of the reason why the people who are in charge of Kretz are in charge and are in Kretz is because they were or are a noble family. So at least with his upbringing, he couldn't kick them out. So he put them as far away as possible so they can be as little of a nuisance as possible.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I'm going to say with the bones, it took Cal probably about halfway through the next day to get everything cleared out. So Lockhart, if you want to do the blessing, you can have done that. And then they kind of bury it.
Okay.
But yeah.
May I be excused for a moment?
Yeah, we're probably almost done here.
Okay.
But yes, if you need to use the restroom or anything real quick, you can.
Okay. Did
But
you mention anything else about real quick? Did you mention anything else about like anything else in the land to keep in mind for the sake of helping it be better, ridding it of evil, all that kind of stuff?
he recommends, if you are willing to check out the werewolf's den, eventually. And
Okay.
then he also recommends, if you're bringing in healers to help those in Kretz, that you may want to send someone to check in on the Mad Mage.
Okay. So gotcha. Mad Mage.
Yeah, Mad
Singular
Mage.
Strahd, Werewolves Den. Gotcha.
I wouldn't mind helping with the Werewolf Den or the Mad Mage.
Okay.
But other than that, I'll be in the library looking up spells and stuff.
All right. Strahd offers to help teach you some spells if you would like.
That would be very nice.
All right. So,
Because, by the way, is there parchment and ink and pens in the castle so I don't have to spend a fortune writing things into my spell book?
He will give you a 10% discount.
no,
I knew he was still evil.
he'll, as a show of good faith, he will give you the parchment and ink and everything.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah. So then about a week later, and as this week goes on, you guys slowly start seeing all of those red and black banners being torn down, and a beautiful blue, yellow, and silver banner that has a sun rising over a mountain range slowly starts. Yes?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were
So,
raising your hand or not.
I was.
A week later,
but
a week later, the illusion disappears, and we find out it's still cloud covered. And
No, there's no illusion. It's still, it's still kind of like partially cloudy instead of like the full-on gray clouds that it has been. But yeah, so then yes.
Leading up to the coronation, I've got like hours up to it. I've got I've got some.
Say it is. I'm gonna say it's the morning of the coronation at this point.
Okay. Imagine the typical sitcom wedding day, like wedding planner kind of personality. Okay, people, come on. This is not the time to mess around. We have a lot of stuff to get done today. We have to have, that's not where that goes. He asked specifically not to have that place there. He didn't know. Well, I did. Okay, so I'm in charge. You don't bother him right now. You come to me with questions, but also don't come to me with questions. You know the answers. All right, you over there. That is not the right color. That is not the colors he asked you to wear. Why are you wearing colors? Get out of here. Get out of my sight.
But Savid had this made for all of us to wear.
Walk away.
And like this housekeeper that you said that to is like shaken and very concerned, because by now everyone knows that you are Strahd's nephew. Like, it is no longer a secret. Like, it is like the entire country of Barovia now knows. Whether you had been saying it by yourself before or not, I don't know. But at this point, everyone knows.
Yeah.
So, Victoria, you need to destroy the evil creature that has tried to take over your castle and is torturing all your servants.
I've given them orders to ignore anything he says. and his seating at the event is at the base of the mountain.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I know?
That's why you're sitting way back there.
Vittori, it's so weird. Vittori made a mistake here. It says that I'm not even on the list. I think he meant right next to him. I'm going to rearrange that. Move an extra chair over to Vittori for me. Thank you.
The dungeon in this place is still functional, right?
It is. It's also very close to Strahd's crypt. In case you were wondering. Yes. So, does anyone else want to do anything the day of before the ceremony?
No, she's. I think Isabel's just getting herself ready. Putting her, I guess, nice clothes on if there's any available.
Oh yeah. Okay, they definitely would have, if anyone wanted, they would have made like custom clothes for you for the event.
Yeah.
Everybody appears in Xander's shirt.
Like how is this dress? Like how is this like dress that we have on? Is it kind of like super like?
It would be
I'm trying to imagine like what is the style right now? Like what kind of style of clothes are we wearing?
I would say probably like Tudor times style.
Tudor times. Okay.
Xander, I have no idea what he would make, but yeah. So the ceremony goes off. You know, it's a long drawn out. You know, today we are gathered to, watch the exchange of power between Strahd von Zarovich and it's one of those.
Today we are.
No, it is not the marriage speech, but it is one of those.
Together today.
But yes, so that goes on. And anyone who wants to kind of look around, or kind of see, what everyone else is doing during the ceremony, you can roll me perception. Yes, Lucian, I know you're passive, so that will be optional for you.
Yeah, just use my passive.
Okay. All right. So anyone else?
21.
All right.
I'm gonna roll here in just a sec myself.
ND 20, what?
That was just a bunch of eyeballs rolling around on my screen.
Oh wow. Oh, did you get the Vecna dice?
Oh yeah.
So did I. All right. So definitely Lucian, Isabel, and Xander notice. I'm gonna say Vittori, if it's okay with you, you were busy focusing on the ceremony.
That's why I didn't bother rolling.
All right. Lockhart, are you gonna roll, or do you just want to basically try and stay awake during the ceremony?
My passive is 13.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Lockhart.
16. Sorry.
Okay, so with that 16, everyone, basically what you all notice, I'm going to say the big one first. You all notice basically as the ceremony goes on, like when it first starts, Strahd is very tense. Like it's almost like he's fighting himself. But as the ceremony goes on, he kind of relaxes. It seems like maybe whatever hold that the curse has kept on him is starting to break. And you also notice some grumbling coming from particularly the rulers of Kretz, the rulers of Vallaki and the town of Barovia. They just seem kind of nervous. Like they're not, they're slightly they're relieved that Strahd is no longer in power, but they're also nervous because they don't know what kind of ruler Vittori will be. But other than that, the ceremony and the after party goes off without a hitch. Everyone loves the food. Everyone has a great time. And there was mention of doing kind of like a tour of Barovia afterwards so everyone can celebrate. That goes off without a hitch. Everyone is very, surprised and happy of the sharing of the pies and food and trinkets of the ceremony.
I just quickly, just to let you know, I just posted the dress that she is wearing. I found one that was like a Tudor style.
Oh, that's really pretty.
For her, and she'll be wearing the amulet of Ravenkind, or the necklace, whatever it is called, I forget. And then she'll probably be wearing her hair down actually. So
okay.
yeah.
At the after party, I do make mention of the plans of a council being
Mhm.
formed.
Okay. If all of the mayors are kind of thrilled with that idea. Some of them you think might be trying to make their own play for power, but as of right now, they're all down for it. And then after the tour has ended, and you all, I'm gonna guess, return back to the castle once the tour has ended. Since that night, Barovia is still surrounded by the fog that you've become accustomed to, and the next morning you all are awoken to some severe shaking of the ground and the sudden feeling like you are falling. And that is where we're ending the campaign.
Barovia appeared near Cloud City. Unfortunately, gravity wins.
So, at the end, thank you for
Yay!
my first campaign. You've all
Thank
survived.
you, Serlin. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
We've all mostly survived.
Strahd is just like, can I still fly?
Yeah, so
But-
we've all mostly survived because most of us are the original cast, but we have one now.
You do.
True.
Right. So,